Hello beautiful ones, welcome in. This is Cleo Ra. I'm here for all of the realist ones. I'm here for the ones who want to really take the power that they have within them and use it the way they intended before they got here. So, my channel is different, I might mention God, I might mention the universe, I might mention your higher self, but really you are the extension of all of those things, and you came here to create your own canvas, to really learn how to control, manipulate, and carve and mold your own life with that power that you have within you. So I'm going to be looking into it for the divine ones, for the ones with the higher level of consciousness, which is more than just having a high vibration. It's about really thinking, in line with your immortality. So let's get going. We're going to see what message is on the table today, and we're going to get into it. Hope you're doing really well. We've got the 10 of Wands here. Straight away, I'm getting that there are going to be burdens dropped, 3D burdens, okay? I'm getting that there are like things that are kind of stuck in your mind, whoever this reading is for. Things that you could kind of twist off, right? They're showing me these little blobs of tension in your mind or in your belief system that I feel like are going to be made light of. I feel like someone's going to realize that the things that have been bothering them don't need to bother them anymore because they're immortal and they can do whatever they want. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. There's stuff you could put down, there's stuff you could get rid of. Hermit mode, okay? So I feel like there's more power within, for somebody. There's more power in being in your own energy rather than, maybe trying to harmonize with others or flow with what they want or expect. The clear message I'm getting here is, why aren't they trying to flow with you? Why are you feeling like you've got to flow with other people? Because they all act the same? Because they all agree on the same mass delusion, right? It's almost like you're going to pull yourself away from something because you're going to realize you have true freedom of mind, true power in your own energy, especially when you separate yourself from other people's energies and you realize that most of the things you were caught in were just energetic contagions, right? It's something like an energetic contagion that you're going to be putting down, that you're going to be getting rid of. Yeah, 7 of Wands energy, blocking yourself out from unwanted energies and ideas and belief systems, right? True freedom is available for somebody with this Hermit card, but I feel like it's gonna take a bit of a twist of the mind. Like there could be parts of you screaming out and not wanting to change, but I'm getting that this will be maybe a little bit painful for some side of you, particularly the inner child who wants to feel safe and loved and protected. But I'm getting that, you've got more safety and love and protection from the strength you will find in your own inner world. Bearing in mind the inner world leads us to infinity. It leads us to our own vault. It leads us to any being we're connected to in the soul group, right? So going inward is going to give you strength at the moment. Blocking out energies that, aren't really part of your pack, okay? Because this is almost like someone who's on the first stages of being led to their spiritual family. And what I'm getting, just as I say that, the 10 of Cups comes out. What I'm getting here is that you're going to be twisting away from some sort of burden, realizing that you don't have to be dependent on these people with their belief systems or their expectations of you, turning inwards. And I'm getting that this is the first platform, this Hermit energy is the first platform that will direct you correctly back to where you belong. 10 of Cups energy, there's a beacon calling out to you, okay? And it's going to require you to maybe do a U-turn and get away from energies that are influencing you, away from your higher self. I'm getting Hermit energy here is necessary for somebody to really get in touch with who they are, what they believe. Who would you be if you were the only person on earth? Who would you be then? If you were like Will Smith in I Am Legend, just you. Okay, let's forget the zombies for a second here. But imagine you're the last person and you're in New York on your own. Who would you be then? Because that's the energy I'm getting with this Hermit card. You don't know who you are while you're being influenced by many other people who won't be there with you, you know, on Judgment Day, when your heart's being weighed against the feather. Whoever's burdening you, they're not going to give a crap about that. They wouldn't come and rescue you from a burning building. They wouldn't be there for you in an apocalypse. And I'm getting that you're going to find a lot more strength in your own energy, and you're going to tune yourself to the signal of your true spiritual beliefs, King of Swords energy. You're going to find out who you truly are when you get away from niggling, petty energies who perhaps, you know, I'm getting this hive mindset, like you've been around people who've got a hive mindset. You could talk to them about spirituality till the cows come home and it wouldn't mean anything to them perhaps. Or, you know, these could just be people who are kind of blocking you from your transformation, because I feel like there's something in your soul that is almost like clawing at the walls. Like maybe you feel trapped, maybe you feel like you're under obligation. But I'm getting here that you're going to get clarity with this King of Swords. And there's a lot of peace with the King of Swords energy when we stop letting our emotions dominate us. And, you know, humans are big babies. It doesn't take much to, you know, take something, put it in flesh format and traumatize it, because we come from source energy. We come from the Venusian planes. We come from somewhere where everything feels good all the time. And then, you know, we can be babies, right? We can be big babies in this world. And I'm getting that you're going into a harder mindset, right? There's going to be something that will require you to choose the path of clarity and maturity and hardness here. We've got the Tower energy. So something is imprisoning your mind or imprisoning your spirit. And I'm getting that, you know, the only way to get out of this is to acknowledge your true power in the now moment with the Magician energy, to acknowledge that reality only exists within your mind, and that you get to choose and to tune your mind to be exactly where you want it to be and to feel powerful. I'm getting with this Hermit card and the Magician. Something's got to shift, because this is like you being reborn out of the rubble. This is about you finding who you truly are and not playing it small anymore, right? And not feeling like you need anyone, but rather knowing you are always guided to your true spiritual family. You know, my tarot station isn't here just to repeat things other tarot readers say. I'm not here just to, you know, tell people what they want to hear, get views and add money, which I see lots of tarot readers doing. I'm here to guide you back to your spiritual family, which may be painful at first, because it means you've got to shed the old energy, you know, and you've got to, you know, do things that could be painful for an older version of you, but that will be liberating for the version of you that wants to be born right now. There's a side of you that needs to come into existence. And I'm getting that, you know, any perceived pain, it's not as bad as you think it is. It'll feel bad for maybe like, you know, a minute, and then your body will adjust. You will adjust, your nervous system will adjust. Birth ain't easy, you know, and I'm getting that someone's having a spiritual birth here that's going to put them on a way more powerful timeline with the Lovers here, okay? This is about you not making any firm decisions from a place of weakness, from a place of being what other people want you to be. This is about you taking your power in your hands, which requires us to have full responsibility over our existence, right? There's none of this, oh, why was I born? I don't want to be here. It's like you chose this vessel. You chose to be on this earth as a privilege, so you could come and loot the realm for artistic material and live out a beautiful spiritual movie. That's essentially what we're here for. And I'm getting this message, there are too many people waiting for something to come and save them when they need to be their own savior. So that's the message I'm getting here. And often, you know, the most powerful messages are the ones that are likely to piss a couple of people off. So I look forward to that in the comments. I do, because that's when you know you've really helped people. Often it's when they get pissed off with you, right? Truth hurts, but whoever was drawn to this reading, you're drawn to this reading because you want to come into your true power. The true power of the Magician, right? Yeah, I hear so many tarot readers going on about, oh, the Magician, that means someone's trying to trick you, and it's just so basic. And you know, the Magician is so much more than that. The Magician is us realizing that in our now moment we have full power, and that reality only exists in the consciousness. So to be a true magician, you You've got to get yourself out of feeling stuck in the physical and understand you can move timelines. Things will magically move around you when you embrace the true power that you hold as a portion of source energy, okay? So this could be easy for someone, this could be hard for someone. It depends how ready you are to relinquish any ties to that which may have kept you codependent or held you in an easy state of codependence. It's so easy for us to go with the flow, and so much harder for us to airlift ourselves out of one situation, take our full control back, and stop being what other people expect us to be. It's one of the trickiest things for the creator of their own reality, to really stick to their guns when they're creating their reality. That means not talking about things you don't want to talk about, just because other people expect you to talk about it. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of little niggly things that are going to come along to try and pull you back into your old lifestyle. But this is an energy of determination. This is an energy of someone who truly wants to use the tarot the way it was intended to be used. So let's have a look. Let's see what's going on with this Ten of Wands. Page of Swords. So you could be dealing with someone who is a manipulator, someone who's getting under your skin. Maybe you're feeling like you're being watched or observed here with the Page of Swords. Or this could be you being bogged down with details, right? Bogged down with maybe a busy schedule, maybe too much pressure, but I'm getting 3D mindset. There's a lot of worry here. There's a lot of anxiety here that I feel like you need to put down and drop, because, you know, anyone who truly trusts in the power of source energy, anyone who's been testing this stuff out since they were a kid, knows that the universe always contains us and always cocoons us, regardless of our animalistic fears and our animalistic worries. You know, when it comes to having a physical form, there are a lot of things that can get us, but the true magician holds his self or herself in a position where they've got their allies in the non-physical, and they've brought this sense of the non-physical into their own personal consciousness, to the point where nothing can get at you. When you understand you hold the frequency that keeps you safe, you get to choose what station of the mind you're on by controlling the mind, right? So this is about mental power, and that's what you need if you're going to create your own reality. You need a consciousness that can truly take responsibility for its own existence. And I feel like someone's on the brink of a major breakthrough with this, right? It's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. Something's going to come in, someone's going to pressure you, and it's almost like they're giving me images of someone that's been so polite, so harmonic, someone who's wanted to fit in or has been fitting in, and then all of a sudden, this is the energy of someone who just walks out of a job like, you know what, fuck you, I'm not being your slave anymore. That's the energy I'm getting, a breakthrough from slavery to pure dominion, to realizing you are the author, creator of your life. You chose this storyline, and there were challenges and tests that you set up for yourself to get through, right? And I feel like this is a big moment for somebody to get through one of these tests or challenges and to take their true power. We've got the Hermit with the Two of Cups here. So this is about getting your power by mixing with the higher self, that source of infinite love. You know, to the right ones, to your spiritual family, you can do no wrong because you're another portion of them. They can never demonize you or turn against you, because it would be like demonizing or turning against yourself. These are the ride or dies. These are the ones who don't even care if you're wrong. They would back you up in any fight, right? Because you are theirs and they are yours. So that's the kind of loyalty we've got with this Ten of Cups energy, and that's the kind of loyalty you deserve. And it starts with this connection to the higher self, and it puts you on a timeline where you're flowing towards your spiritual family. Show me the Seven of Wands. Emperor energy, right? So this is you guarding against anyone who wants to take you out of your power. Their ignorance is not your problem. That's what I'm getting here. Their ignorance is not your problem. The fact that so many people have been brainwashed into living life the way random humans they've never met tell them to live life, or insinuate that they should be living their life that way, that's not your problem. Magician, Emperor energy, you're commanding reality every moment of every day. And I feel like there's going to be this distinct shift in perspective where all of a sudden your compass is taking you north towards your spiritual family. Something's trying to redirect you from being pulled off of the garden path off onto the left-hand path, and you're going to realign yourself here because following others will always take you down into the 3D. Aligning with your North Node will always take you home to your spiritual family and put you into the power of your higher self. So that's what I'm getting here. Huge message for somebody, a massive, huge message of unavoidable transformation, right? This is like embracing the transformation, embracing the fear. You know, when you get to the point where the fear turns to anger, you know, we see that on horror films, don't we? You get the odd brave one who's like, do you know what? I'm not taking this. Do you know what I mean? You see them running around in panic and hiding, and then all of a sudden there'll be that one person who's like, actually, what makes you think you're the predator in the room? I'm the apex. This is someone having enough and turning the tables on themselves, not allowing their own, you know, not allowing criticism from the self even, but fully getting on board with you, fully backing yourself, fully moving forward in a powerful direction. And the direction that your higher self is trying to drag you down, right? Someone's higher self is trying to drag them towards power here. King of Cups with the Death card. So there's emotional peace when you go through some sort of transformative mindset here. This is about emotional regulation. This is about using your emotions the way you always intended. Emotions are potions. They are never supposed to be the ruler of us, because if we let our emotions rule us rather than just guide us, then we're operating not from an emperor position or a magician position, but we're operating from an animalistic position anytime we make a decision emotionally, right? And that's not about what you show to the world. Like, I can make a perfectly calm decision to tell someone off and rage at someone, and I don't make the decision from a place of rage, but I make the decision from a place of logic, because that's what my higher self is telling me to do. So this isn't about what it looks like on the surface. This is about the private positioning within you that you make your decisions from, okay? And I feel like someone's, you know, about to be birthed into confidence, okay? I'm getting this is no time for tiptoeing around. This is no time for hiding your strength. This is the time to go and get it. This is the time to make plans from your most powerful positioning. 10 of Cups, show me. 2 of these wanting to come out. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a teamwork energy here. The minute you hook up to your higher self, you get the whole gang, okay? This is why it's so important for you to turn away from humans around you who aren't, I don't think from this reading, bowing down to you and trying to cater to you. But there's this inference in society. It's this unspoken thing that humans do where they always follow one person and expect everyone else to follow that person. Maybe in a workplace, maybe in school. It gets ingrained into people in school to follow the one with the most social stock market value, like some monopoly board thing. And I'm getting that you're breaking out of this, connecting to your higher self, feeling the freedom of your own infinity. And this is going to anchor in your soul group gang tactics, okay? Because the stronger you connect on your own to your higher self, the more the soul group can flood in to help you. And this is your spiritual pathway with the 8 of Pentacles, to get back to this 10 of Cups, or to move forward to a 10 of Cups. But this is about you holding your vision of who you are and where you belong. Emotionally, where do you belong? Because we're not born as alone as we think we are. That's just one of those things they say, oh, you're born alone, you die alone. No, not really. You know, you're born into a soup of consciousness. You are consciousness. And, you know, it's almost like some things can make us feel alone initially, but we're never alone, right? And this is going to take you to more spiritual teamwork. I feel like there's a lot of tough ones that are trying to get through and help you at the moment with this, but this requires you to have faith in non-physical. With the King of Swords, I'm getting that you're going to get clear on who you are, maybe on some non-physical level here, because the World card, this is about you blending the non-physical into the physical. This is about going through the steps of the major arcana to truly fix your wishes into place, the fixed signs of the zodiac, corner to corner. So this is about you controlling your reality by understanding the combination of the yang, the physical, with the non-physical, the yin, right? And we'd be much better at doing this if they didn't burn all the witches, but you know, apparently there are no female geniuses. It's like, yeah, because you burn them all. Very nice, very nice. But someone's coming into a full circle of power, right? A full circle of power. The old has to go here, okay? This is a strong message for somebody. Three of Wands. To move forward, something's got to collapse. It's got to go totally. It's keeping you stagnant. It's like a box. You can't get too far outside the cardboard box with 2 feet inside the cardboard box. It's funny, the human mind is so delicate and yet so powerful. So there is this delicacy in this reading, and then also this power, this tentativeness, but also this urge to break out and burst free and to hold your own wand of power. They're showing me a lit up wand of power. Someone's picked it up off the table, but have they lit it yet? Are they lighting their own way? Have you lit your torch? Can you see in the dark? Do you have your non-physical intuition switched on? Because if you do, there's zero to fear, right? This is about trusting the self more than you trust any person around you. 5 of Pentacles, okay. You know what? I love the 5 of Pentacles with a magician because it's such a blessing to get the opportunity to have no mainstream people pulling at your coattails, coaxing you into fitting in with them, when you can just be pure in your connection with the universe with the 5 of Pentacles. And that's when you really notice energy in a much more powerful way. When you clear all of the static out, all of people's opinions and their mindless droning, and you stand alone with the universe moving through you, directing you, letting you know they're there. That's when the signal gets really powerful, during those times that everyone avoids. People avoid being alone, right? I'm getting this energy of you running towards it because you start to realize, actually, that's where all the power is. They try and make people fear aloneness, but you're never alone. And, you know, the power of the universe, that which we call God, the higher self, all of this source energy, this power of love that we've got available will whoosh into your reality so much more powerfully when you feel alone. So it's like a win-win, right? It's like, oh yeah, give me my alone time. Hermit energy, 5 of Pentacles. I need my connection with the non-physical more than I need connection with loads of people who would not be there for me if the shit were to hit the fan. If I needed backup, would they be there? I think most of us could say, you know, most of us aren't lucky enough to have met our soul group yet, but it's coming into being in this new era, okay? But these are the sort of people you want around you. You want the real ones around you, right? That's what we all crave anyway. Most people aren't lucky enough to have someone that they truly value enough to save from any situation or to be there in any situation. But I'm getting that that's what your soul's craving here, right? And a lot of people talk about ride or die and all this. I see it on reality TV shows. I'm like, you ain't no ride or die. Don't lie to yourself. If there was a zombie apocalypse, you'd piss your pants and you'd throw that person into the zombie's pathway. Most people who use that terminology have got nothing rugged or staunch about them. They say it because it's trendy. They take meaning away from the phrase. But I'm getting that you're going forward towards something that... This is like you being coaxed or summoned out of something that could be comfortable, right? But it's limiting your power. There's a lot more power alone. That's all I'm getting here. There's so much more power alone. Maybe it's something you've been resisting. I don't know. But we get to know ourselves so much better in our own energy. And like I say, there's this soul group energy that wants to flood in, to aid you, to evolve you, to take you out of some sort of karmic loop going round and round. Nothing changes until we change. That's what I'm getting here. Show me 2 of Wands. Page of Wands. So... Devil on the bottom of the deck. This is something that could look like, you know, oh yeah, the moon. So there's a situation that could look harmless to somebody, but it's often the situations that look the most harmless and feel the most harmless that get us stuck in the worst ways. If someone just walks up to you and punches you in the face, then you're very much aware that you don't want to be with that person anymore. They make it really obvious that they're toxic. But I'm getting that with your situation, it's much more subtle, okay? It's like a sticky net that you could easily stay in. And often those soft, subtle situations, They're the karmic traps. They are the reason why so many of us have been called back to help humans and guide them out of the endless loop of repetition. And I feel like you are too special to be stuck down in 3D repetition. This is about letting your mind be reborn, okay? It may feel a bit awkward at first, but we've got this Two of Wands under here again, leading to the King of Pentacles. So Spirit really wants someone to make their decisions from their most powerful positioning and not get stuck in any situations that may seem okay on the surface, but they can be even more insidious because they're so comfortable. There's nothing forcing us to move. We do have this Tower here because the universe will come along and kick us if we don't honor our own plans that we made before we got here. You know, we have to keep it moving, and that's the energy I'm getting here, that someone's on the verge of a big rebirth. Wow, the Moon again with the Three of Swords and the Lovers. Someone's on the verge of a big rebirth, but it could feel like wrenching yourself away from the old stuff. But I feel like someone watching this, you know your heart is pulling you away from something that may even seem okay. You know, I'm not one of those people that... I see a lot of people in my city being with people just because they feel like they have to be with somebody, and then they'll patronize me like I couldn't click my fingers and have a man right here, right now. I'm waiting for my animus. I'm waiting for the God that is promised to me, right? But, you know, there could be a situation that you're comfortable with someone or around some people, and it's a soft boiling of the frog is what I'm getting here, you know? So this is a message for someone who has to jump out of the saucepan because that water's going to get hotter. It's not going to stop being what it is, but there's a choice here: full power or status quo. That's what I'm getting. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, these boots are made for walking, so these are like power boots. Okay, these are power boots for you to really pick up the reins on your chariot and start controlling it and directing it with that higher nature fully in place. We've got this bone coming out here. You could have history with someone that's making you feel like you're indebted to them, or that, you know, you somehow got to stick with them. But what I'm getting here is that you've got more history with your spiritual soul group. These are the ones, okay? I'm getting that, you know, these people know you so well, it could make you feel shy around them, because if you're used to being around people who can't read your energy and people who don't get you, it gives us a sense of protection. When people can't understand us, they can never know us, which gives us anonymity. It gives us a sense of, oh wow, you know, being hidden. But what I'm getting here is you can't stay hidden from your spiritual family forever. They're already working with you, trying to connect with you very powerfully via frequency. When you are in an isolated state, this powers up beautifully. We've got the Star bottle cap. There's good luck for people who take the plunge into their own power. Fortune favors the brave, and I'm getting that, you know, some sort of leap of faith or allowing any situation that doesn't allow for your full power to crumble is going to be good luck for you. Okay, so there are situations that aren't allowing you to operate in full power that need to crumble, or you need to make a decisive decision to, you know, pick up your power is what I'm getting here. There are depths here with this blue crystal. There are depths. I can't say that word at all. It goes really deep here, okay? This is the bond you've got. This is the emotional bond you've got with energies you may have craved your whole life, okay? And they're saying this color matches this for a reason. Connection to the higher self is essentially connection to your whole spiritual family. So I feel like you're on the verge of really kind of carving through. This is like you're carving through the Saturnian realms, okay? So imagine Saturn as being rock, and you've got to mine your way through it. Well, all of us, we have to mine through our own non-physical rock, which is why Saturn, you know, demands our hardest selves. Saturn demands us to be hard and tough, because there's no way you're going to carve through all that non-physical rock being soft, right? There's something about you carving through, bursting through, getting through the rock and finding your true self. We've got the X here, okay? There is loot that's calling out to you. Your higher self is guiding you at all times, giving you signs and symbols, and it's guided by love. We've got the L here, XL. Wow. Wow, XL. So this is about putting a huge amount of energy into something, letting the universe know you're serious about your power, letting the universe know that you're serious about anchoring in your higher self and being who you truly are and getting where you truly need to be. This is a pathway of the heart that takes a lot of toughness for somebody, okay? But there are these deep energies waiting for you to connect with them. These could be ancient energies, very archaic energies. I'm seeing people dressed a certain way, in like, not rags, but dressed in a simplistic way. This isn't Rome, this isn't ancient Rome, this is somewhere else, okay? Somewhere with a kind of Atlantean feel, but they're not giving me Mauritius could be relevant. There's an ancient place that's waiting for you to connect with the energies of it, okay? With this bone energy. I'm getting humble. You could have learned to be really humble in this life that they're showing me. And now what I'm getting is it's time for you to break out. It's time for you to balance the scales and get in your true power. Okay, they're saying everyone has true power. It's just around humans, people feel like they've got to take their place as the shy one or the quiet one or whatever. You know, this is about not being the person other humans have cast you as, but this is about being the human being that you chose to be before you got here. This is about you honoring the higher self, okay, which is always the fastest pathway to that which they call God. All right, so I feel like someone's going to break out, be their own lucky star. This is very powerful stuff. It's an energy of doing it fully, putting everything you've got into something, or staying in the loop. That's what I'm getting here. So I do hope this has helped somebody, and take care. Mwah.